Hi folks, just going to go through a very quick sort of an athlete warm-up program that I would utilise in the gym first for lads or girls that are working out, okay, right? Just to work particularly a lot on the hips and hip development and getting those warmed up that will also stand to you in matches and situations as well, okay? So the warm-up very simply. We start off with a very simple hip lift, okay? So you're going to come back against the straight of a wall, okay? And you're going to try and get your bum right against the wall, and you're going to sit up nice tall, back against the wall, and then shoulders against the wall as well. And all we're going to do is we're going to do a little leg raise, okay? And a lot of people are very weak in the hips, okay? And if you've got bad hips, this is probably a very good thing to be doing, okay? So very simply, all you're going to try and do is keep your back against the wall, not compensate, hands out for balance, lift up the leg, bring it out to the side, back down, up and back over, okay, right? You can imagine if there's say something like a golf ball or even a tennis ball, you're trying to lift the leg over and back, okay? So we'll go one more time. Keep that leg very straight, up against the wall, up, out, down, up, in. Then obviously you do that both sides, okay, right? Folks, so important key points are back straight against the wall, up tall posture. So ideally you should be like back is completely straight, and then you lift from there in and out, okay? And you're not going to be lifting it too high, just slowly in and out. From there, folks, you're going to go into a very simple bridging exercise, just to get the glutes and hamstrings activated as well. So we're going to go one leg just in the air. That leg does nothing, it just stays there. Rest your head back. And the first thing we're going to do is we're trying to tilt our pelvis, so tuck our tailbone in, squeeze through the abdominals here, and then all you're going to do is just drive up, squeeze through the hips, glutes here, slowly back down, because that's tucked in, up, squeeze, back down, and up, squeeze, back down, okay? Again, you do that both sides as well, okay, for the set number of reps, okay? The next thing we're going to go into is what we call the world's greatest stretch, okay, right? It's in 3 different phases, so you need to pay careful attention, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to set up in a long stride position. So we'll go this side actually. So we go 1 foot forward, okay? Both hands on your instep. Stride that other leg back as far as you possibly can, okay? And then keep this knee forward, okay? So from there, you drop the arm is closest to the elbow or the leg, right down into it like that. Try and get to the ground. Then you come up and around to the very top, looking up at your hand. From there, you drop that hand back on the outside of the foot, straighten that leg up like that there, as much as you possibly can. Then come down, bring your back knee to the ground, bring both hands overhead, push the hips forward, stretch the hip flexor, back down, knee back up, drop the elbow, and repeat the process again, folks, okay? So that's the world's greatest stretch, okay? So there's 3 different processes. The first one, pay careful attention, is the lunge position, stretching over around, then you straighten that front leg, and then you come down into the hip flexor stretch, so really working out those whole areas, okay? And again, you'll do that for a set number of reps on each side, okay? Usually most exercises, we're going to do probably about 30 seconds, 40 seconds each side, okay? So if you're not looking for reps, just do about 40 seconds each side, and do that there then, okay, folks? Next thing we're going to look at, folks, is just basic press up, okay, and warm up the upper body, okay? So very simply, what we're looking for here is shoulder blades back, so not up like this here, shoulder blades back, abdominals tight, glutes tight as well, okay, folks? So glutes tight, abdominals tight, shoulder blades back, slowly down, chest to the ground, and back up, okay? Slowly down, chest to the ground, and back up. Again, approximately 40 seconds of those there, okay, folks? Next thing we're going to look at is a little bit of a groiner exercise. Again, just a bit more of a dynamic movement, okay? So hands roughly shoulder width apart, feet like this here. I want you then to step forward into that position, step back, step forward into that, drop the back knee down, step forward, drop the back knee down, step forward, drop the back knee down. Again, do that for 40 seconds, okay? Now the last one we're going to look at doing, just from a mobility points perspective, is on all fours, okay? So I want you to take your hand onto your sort of back of your head. I want you to keep this sort of square here, so the hips don't rotate. So you're going to drop the elbow right down and then right back up. But as soon as you start to rotate here at the hips, you've gone too far. Only come as far as your back allows you to, looking up, right back down, right back up. Don't let the hips shoot back, okay? Right guys, do everything for about 40 seconds each side. Do that each gym session and you'll feel a huge benefit on your hips, lower back, and just going into your session then. Okay guys, well done.